With respect to Nevada's response to COVID-19 and what a nothing burger it has been for higher education, here's some informative numbers for you. This is from the Nevada System of Higher Education's website showing week by week the number of cases. So these are the numbers I'm using. This includes both, this is total students and total staff for Southern Nevada. This is the by week. And then this is for Northern Nevada because, and here we have a much higher number, again, students and staff. Interesting, this number of staff is very close to the same. So that's the number of cases. Here is the enrollment information. This is the most current one available, was for fall of 2020, so I'm using those numbers for math with the total number of students here. And if you look at the math, I've done this. This is for total cases divided by the aggregate full-time enrollment equivalent, gives us 2.6% of students, assuming all the staff who caught it were also students, caught COVID. In Northern Nevada, this is the total number of cases divided by the aggregate number of students in all Northern Nevada institutions of higher education. Assuming, again, that all the cases were students, we have 6.6% of students. The aggregate overall for the state, total number of cases divided by total number of students in the state, again, assuming that all the cases were students, is 4.1%. Mathematically in science, anything that is less than 5% is assumed to be statistically irrelevant. And while 4% of students is still, that would be 3,000 students caught it, there's also no information presented here, which leads me to conclude that the number is zero, for how many of these individuals also then died. This is then consistent with other predictions about your likelihood of catching COVID, that it infects less than 5% of the population, and that most of the people who catch it will survive from it. And certainly in higher education, the numbers have borne out that this was entirely overblown, knee-jerk reaction, over-exaggeration, probably to save the governor some embarrassment. Again, I'll leave the links for this in the description so you can check it for yourself and see where I got this, because a lot of people don't do that, and that drives me nuts as a scientist. And again, there is some assumptions made here that some of which are relevant and some of which are questionable. But it does tell a very interesting story, and I'm pinning this squarely, as should you, on Governor Steve Sisolak for his overreaction and inappropriate response.